is this hot right now?
Even when I lose my head,
you fill me up, you fill me up, you set my soul ablaze. You fill me up, you fill me up.
Before I get even a second into this video, I just need to say Alberta feels like Satan is taking a huge fire wind fucking fart on us right now. It is so hot, it hurts to breathe when I get into my car. Like, it is so hot, like this hot right now. That's how hot it is. Now I'm gonna smell like Febreze. Anyway, let's get right back into where I was going with this video, which you guys do not know, but continuing on. If you guys didn't know already, I joined CLIQUE, and if you don't follow me on Twitter yet again, you would not have known that I actually did join the design side of Zero as well. So Zero Creators. So if you just came to my channel recently and don't know who I am, you will not know why there's an FX at the end of my name and why the fuck I just joined a design team. So the reason why I do have FX at the end of my name is because I'm a graphic designer, and what I initially did to get the FX was I took GFX, which is short for graphics. I took out the G and just used FX, and that is now my gamer tag and what I go by in this community. But for the people that were totally clueless and had no idea why the FX was in my name, you now know. But with that being said, I'm a designer and I've been looking to join a design team for so long, and the fact that I joined Zero and joined the design team for Zero makes it all the much better. So I basically just joined the creator side to make speed arts for the channel, help out with team graphics, and just grind my ass off with designs because I've been looking for a reason to really get back into doing graphics, and this is a perfect reason too, so I'm quite excited actually, I have no idea. Alright guys, so if you've watched to this point in the video, what I really want you guys to do is go check out the creators side of the YouTube, okay? Because a lot of you guys like to watch my speed arts. I will be posting speed arts there as well as on my second channel, so if you haven't already, subscribe to those channels. I'd appreciate that so freaking much because the team doesn't even have that many subscribers on the creator side, and I would like to see that expand with like everything I have. So if you guys could please go subscribe to that channel, go follow the Twitter, all those links will be there. But speaking of design, I thought I would kind of express more on how I got started into graphics and what kind of graphics I do, because a lot of people do know me from graphics, and some people are kind of curious as how I got to where I am with graphics when it comes to even skill level. I don't want to make myself sound cocky because I'm really not. I know there's a lot of things I need to improve on when it comes to design, but I just kind of want to share with you guys how I got to where I am. So I started design, like I've said many times before in my videos, because I couldn't hit sniper clips to get into a Call of Duty team, and I was really curious about Call of Duty teams and wanting to join them at the time. So I decided that I would, start designing, which I'm totally psyched about because it actually chose my career path, I guess you could say, because I'm striving to become a designer for a full-time job at one point in my life. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to start a business of my own kind of based around design, and that's my major life goal at the moment, is to start a business involved with design and just go further with that. Holy shit. Oh. Holy shit. At first I really wanted to be a 2D graphic designer. I wasn't into the whole 3D Cinema 4D thing, and I'm still really not. Some of the things people can do on Cinema 4D is freaking cool, but I'm just not into that kind of graphics. So I kind of just started moving forward with 2D graphics, and I wasn't good at it at all. I mean, I've seen little improvements. I still do see little improvements, as in my overlays and all that kind of stuff, because that's just my favorite part of 2D design, would be like overlays and thumbnails and just little stuff like that, nothing too serious. So that would be my favorite thing I was doing at the time, 2D graphic design, like banners and all that fun shit. I never really thought outside the box and thought, maybe this could be a career at this time. So I was just doing it for fun, trying to join Call of Duty teams, and I just tried to progress as far as I could with my 2D graphics. Eventually, I got this computer over here that you guys see in the back that is kind of just being a potato right now, but I got that computer and I started going ham with graphics. I just went crazy. compared to a shitty old laptop that I used to use, it could do pretty much everything in every aspect that I wanted to with design. As a person, I can't do one thing for very long before I get super duper bored of it, but with graphics, there's so much shit you can do with it that I was never bored. Of course, I wanted to try new things, learn new styles, but that's just graphics and how my head works, so I don't just stick to one style 24/7, I branch out. I never even knew illustrations were a thing. I thought that I had no idea how to create those, and I had no idea that I could even do that. So I started wanting to learn a new style, so I was looking through Twitter or whatever the fuck, and I realized that illustrating things were legit, and that was a thing people could do. I thought, you know, I'm gonna give this shit a try. But at the time, I didn't have a graphics tablet, I had a mouse and a keyboard. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me, and I tried my hardest to make graphic illustrations of people by tracing their pictures with the pen tool in Illustrator. And people do design with a mouse and a keyboard better than I can design with a tablet, so the more you know. Don't be discouraged if you don't have a tablet and you want to do illustrations. So I was doing really shitty illustrations that I thought were top tier at the time, which they weren't, and I look back at them and I cringe really hard, but that was a starting point for illustrations for me, and I just kept moving up from there. I bought this graphic tablet that I have. I can't lift it up because it's plugged in and kind of strapped down, but I bought the one that I have for about 75 Canadian when the dollar was decent, so it's not the most expensive thing ever, and if you really wanted to do illustrations, it would be a great purchase as a starter tablet. At first, I was actually so discouraged when I got my graphics tablet because I couldn't figure out how to do anything as well as I knew I could on paper, so I was really upset with that and how it worked, and it was really frustrating to get used to, but once I did, I think it bettered me. But like I said, I was always into doing graphics and my illustrations in Illustrator. Actually, I don't know if I said that, but I did most of my illustrations in Illustrator, and eventually I wanted to know how to smooth together the colors, kind of like painting on paper or canvas, you know what I mean? So I took it to Photoshop. Probably one of the best decisions of my life. Great thing Photoshop is. I'm still learning new techniques when it comes to painting on Photoshop, but I'm a lot better than where I used to be, and it's honestly crazy how far I've came. I learn new techniques when it comes to Photoshop, Illustrator, and how to do graphics almost every single day I go on the computer to make graphics. So if you're a designer or you're a very new designer and you're just kind of getting into the swing of things and you don't know much about programs, don't get discouraged because they are intimidating. They really, really are. Because when I first started, I was like, God, this is hopeless. I'm just going to be so shitty for the rest of my life. But eventually, I kind of just figured it out and how to do it. And I looked up a bunch of tutorials. That's how I've learned to do everything I know on Photoshop and Illustrator. So, you know, just keep at it. Your skills only get better if you push yourself. If you do the same thing 24/7 when it comes to design, you're not going to get any better. You're going to stay at the same skill level, and it's going to frustrate you. But I think that's where I want to end this video. I've been recording for 20 minutes talking about this, so hopefully you guys did enjoy the video if you made it this far, and if you could pretty please could go subscribe to the 2 channels in the description. That would mean the best to me. That would mean a lot to me. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Even when I lose my head